My botched BBL left me lopsided. I had a coworker who had her body done by the doctor that I went to, and her body looked so good, so I didn't even do my research. I didn't look into it. I literally called the clinic and I made my appointment. I got my BBL done in Tijuana, Mexico. They were running a promotion, so I got it for $5,000. Was I scared when I was gonna get my surgery? No. All I could think of was how I was gonna look. Honestly, no thought came across my mind of what could go wrong. I went in there thinking, I was gonna be left with like a beautiful, curvy body, kind of like what my coworker had gotten, and it was like the complete opposite. I got left with my being super squared and a lot of dents. The recovery after the BBL was like an 1,000 out of 10. I had so much pain. I was literally crying. It took me about 5 days to stop experiencing pain, but I honestly feel like that's the worst pain that I've ever felt in my life. To fix the first one, I did go back to that same doctor. He offered to do a second round of BBL to fix what had happened, and he told me he would charge me a small fee. So I got it done again, and he actually left me worse. The second time around, one of my cheeks was left way bigger than the other. That's when I started researching. I went on Reddit, I went on Real Selfie, looked at all the reviews, and it was a red flag. Because that doctor was not certified to be a plastic surgeon, it caused me to fall into depression for a very long time because I was super insecure about the way that I looked.
Today we're watching people who regret getting their BBLs, botched BBLs, and what the recovery process of a BBL is. Does it hurt? How long does it take? And some of them talk about how much they paid for their BBL and the whole process. So let's get into it.
Can you calm down, please? Let's have a conversation. You're gonna be okay. Okay? Just relax. We're getting your medication. We're getting you something to eat. Just breathe and you're gonna be okay. All right? All right, just relax. Do you need anything else? Nothing else. You're good.
Keep yourself in shape and keep exercising because you don't want to have to come back.
How you feeling, blushing doll?
Better.
Good.
The IV has helped a lot.
She does. I've been seeing the videos.
I'm like, oh, this lady was, and then I had another girl.
The butt doesn't even hurt. It feels just numb. It's really just my eyes, but I feel good.
I went to sleep immediately. That was crazy. While she was injecting it, you need Nikita. You need her.
Let's talk about the pain after the BBL. So immediately after you get woken up from getting your surgery, that is going to be the worst that you're going to be feeling for the entire healing process. Why? Because you're getting woken up from anesthesia and you just had the surgery. You're going to wake up in so much pain. Literally it feels like you got ran over by a truck. I'm not even trying to be funny. I've never gotten ran over by a truck, but I imagine it feels like that. So your body's heavy, you're all dizzy, disoriented because of the anesthesia, and you're cold as hell. You're cold and shivering, and you just don't want to be in that moment right then and there. So usually they give you Percocet, and I also had Tylenol PMs. So I was taking both of them at the same time because I don't like physical pain. I'm not a physical pain girl. I can't stand it. I'd rather get heartbroken 1,000 times than to go through BBL pain again. So I was taking those two, and it was knocking me out. The Tylenol PM was putting me to sleep. So when you're asleep, you don't feel anything. But then you wake up again, and it's the pain is there all over again. So for the first couple days, the pain is 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. It gets easier throughout the weeks, but it is very uncomfortable to sleep at night. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm almost 5 weeks. I'm actually 5 weeks post-op in 2 days, and I'm still sleeping on my stomach. I have no intentions on sleeping on my butt just yet. They say you can sit on your butt and sleep on your butt at 6 weeks, but I'm not gonna be doing that because I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm ready. You do it when you're ready. And then the pain, the actual surgery pain, lasted me about the first 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I was able to, walk more and stand up on my own and, start doing things on my own slowly. After 2 weeks, that initial pain just kind of subsides. But there's still going to be pain. I still feel pain in my abdomen, in my back, where I got the lipo. My butt doesn't hurt. The butt part doesn't really hurt. A lot of people think that when you get a BBL, your butt hurts. It hurts for the first couple of days, but it's not really pain. It's just swollen. So now what really does hurt is the areas of lipo. So the abs, the sides, the back. That shit fucking hurts. And when you get massage, that shit fucking hurts. I was literally crying when I was getting massages because I had on the left side of my stomach there was this ball Like it was like swollen, like it was a ball like this, and it was just excess liquid. And every time I went and got a massage, she had to, you know, massage that, and that shit would hurt so bad. I was crying. I was telling her, can we please not do this today? But, you know, obviously they have to. But I can tell you right now, at 4 weeks, you should feel fine. And, you know, after those results, you're going to be like, okay, well, it was worth it. Like, in the moment, it's going to be like, damn, why the fuck did I do this? But after you see your results and your body is, like, molding itself and sculpting itself, like, it's going to be like, yeah, I'm glad I did this. Now, let me just remind you that when you get a BBL, your results are not immediate. Like, not immediate at all. It took me, my first round back in 2021, it took me about 6 months to see my final results. So I know that the way that I look right now is not the way that I'm going to be looking in 6 months. Oh yeah, and don't fall in love with that big booty when you first get your surgery, because that's a lot of that is just swelling. Your booty's not really that big. So don't fall in love with it, because you're going to be disappointed in 4 to 5 weeks when that big booty you had is no longer that big.
You obviously cannot lay on your back recovering from a BBL, but laying on your stomach is painful because you have all these little like pockets of fluid, and then when you have the board and you lay down face down, the board starts like compressing these pockets and they move, and when they move they burn really bad. Like it feels like somebody's taking like a lighter to your stomach, and like you literally wake up like ah. But I am suffering from opioid-induced constipation, but that's okay because my man literally wiped my ass this morning.
Common question I get from my patients: how do I poop after a BBL if I can't sit? Two very easy ways is, one is actually you sit front towards the toilet like this, so the pressure is in your thighs and not on your bottom. The other alternative, a bed sheet or a towel, you roll it and you put it under your thighs. So this is on the edge, and then you can poop without your butt touching the toilet.
Hey guys, I'm officially 1 month post-op. I figured I'll give you guys a change of scenery. But this is me 1 month post-op. Don't beat me up, I haven't had my faja on. It's been like 3 hours now and I haven't had my faja on. Don't beat me up. But I'm giving my body a break. I'm listening to my body. I think I'm getting lipo burn. I don't know if it's lipo burn or I'm not compressing enough or I'm compressing too much. I don't know, but my sides hurt so bad. I would say once you reach 1 month post-op, I would say around like two weeks to 1 month, you're gonna start feeling better. Like you're gonna start feeling more like yourself. For me, the massages were so easy in the beginning, which is crazy because some people say the massages are so much worse. But for me, they're getting worse towards like the healing process. Like for instance, like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like when I first got the BBL, it was not painful. But now that I'm 1 month post-op, they hurt. They hurt so bad. But yeah, this is my body. Like I said, I've been out of my faja for about 3 hours now. I am swollen. But I'm loving my results so far.
I'm in Turkey and I just got a BBL done, a breast lift and implants, a tummy tuck, and lipo to all areas of my body. And I'm telling you that this is the most excruciating pain I've ever been through. I've had 3 bags of morphine and I can still feel absolutely everything.
All right, you guys, I'm 12 days post-op. We're almost at that 2-week mark. I've had in my first hiccup, seroma. Seroma is a small pocket of fluid, not uncommon by any means. Basically, at my massage tomorrow, I've got a massage every single day since my first day post-op. They're going to massage it out, and if they can't, worst case scenario, they get a needle and they poke it and then they'll take it out. I just noticed this now after my shower. The body hates empty spaces, so what the body will do is send fluid any which way that it can to fill these odd spaces. Very normal. It's not abnormal to get this. And then we will be back to regularly scheduled programming. You can't be tweaking about little setbacks like this, you know? But other than that, like, everything else here is fine.
This is her before a BBL, skinny BBL. Okay.
Hey, my name is Scarlett and I'm a lash tech and I got a BBL 2 weeks ago. So if you're thinking about getting a BBL and you're a lash tech, this video is for you. So I went back to work exactly day 14 of my recovery. So I had to use this BBL pillow and this throw cushion for back support. But usually you're not going to be on the throw cushion. You're just going to be like sitting forward. So just make sure you grab your chair before you sit down. Otherwise you might slip and fall, especially if you have a rolling stool like I do. And just adjust your pillow so it's nice and comfortable. I know my waist looks huge right now, but it's because I'm wearing like foam boards and hard boards on the front. Just compress the area. This is going to help with the swelling and the healing. You're also going to want to buy like these bed risers or furniture risers for your bed to make your lash bed higher. Since your pillow is going to make you really, really high, you want to make sure there's space underneath the bed for your legs.
All right, 2 of my homegirls offered to come over and make dinner for me, which was literally so nice. I didn't expect anybody to be doing this at all. I forgot to tell y'all how I really didn't have an appetite after surgery. It was really hard to eat when I got home from surgery, and it was kind of hard to eat today too. Like I would see things and really want to eat them, but once it was time to eat it, I just would take like 2 bites and then I was done. I didn't finish this meal, but it was probably the first one where I ate a little bit more.
I had a tummy tuck and BBL 19 days ago. I'll show you the chair. Helped me get through my first 19 days post-surgery. My husband bought me a zero gravity chair. A hole right here. Some duct tape. Enforce this. This was hurting my side, so we put some like little padding on there. I make a little hole. Take an extra pillow. Put it right here. This pregnancy pillow was a game changer for me. Place this on top of here. I'm just going to get me a nice little comfy spot. My booty into the hole. Fall into it. Take the pressure off my rear. It was literally the most comfortable way to sit for my first 2 weeks. You're going to get a BBL. A 10 out of 10 recommend you get a zero gravity chair. It's going to save your life. You're welcome in advance.
7 days post-op for my lipo and BBL. All the swelling is almost gone. You can go on my prior videos and see that old rugged ass old man's body that I was walking around with before. This is my new body. Get the side view.
Okay. Okay.
Here are the 3 major things that I learned about the process of getting cosmetic surgery after getting a BBL, 360 tummy tuck, and a brachioplasty. The number 1 thing is you absolutely get what you pay for and get what you research. You do not have to get a comically fat ass. Not that that's not common, because period. But you certainly can pay for the best of care, and typically you end up with something that looks more like you were born with it. Like I went to the best practice in the country for this. Like every celebrity that you know went to my surgeon. And because of that, my ass looks cornbread fed. You know what I mean? I went down to Houston to get my surgery and I look like I was just born in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you definitely get what you pay for. You get what you research for. And I personally, now granted, I was in the position to pay for my BBL, but I personally would not go get cosmetic surgery. I would not go get the cosmetic surgery that I can afford. I would get the cosmetic surgery that I have to work for. It makes a difference. The second thing is that this is not the easy way out. There is one thing that is mentally easier, which is that most people get defeated by like working for a body because you actually don't know what you look like when you're truly that locked in, and having to work for something that you can't fully visualize can be very discouraging. So in that way, like you're kind of reverse engineering your experience. Like you're starting with the results and you simply have to maintain them. When I say simply, I mean, this is actually one of the hardest things that you can do. There is a reason why most of the people who get cosmetic surgery, like a BBL, like a 360 tummy tuck, are women who are essentially professionally bad or celebrities. And it's because you essentially need to make back your investment, not just of money, but of time, energy, and severe pain. You are in pain and discomfort for a very, very long time after these procedures. They are also incredibly costly, not just the cost of anesthesia, of surgery services, of the services themselves, of potential aftercare, all of those things, which for me racked up to almost $60,000. But beyond that, there's also the cost of lymphatic drainage massages, proper nutrition and healthcare, having to take care of yourself after the potential of obviously complications, because bodies will be bodies. You have no idea how your body's going to interact with these procedures until you get them. So all of those things are a part of it. It's incredibly costly in every way. It's also insanely emotionally taxing. There is something that people refer to as the BBL blues that you can get because it is an incredibly isolating experience. Like, you can't go and kiki out with your girls for months on end. You are by yourself. Nobody feels what you feel. Nobody feels the discomfort that you feel. And of course you've elected to do it. So boo-hoo bitch. You know what I mean? But it is very, very, very taxing mentally.
I wish I would have known before getting my BBL. Number one is your BBL won't stay the same size. Right after your surgery, you're swollen, you're huge. So don't think that those are your final results, because it does decrease by up to 70%, and you have to feed the fat. You have to eat a lot of healthy fats in order to not lose as much fat on your glutes as possible. 2 is the pain that you feel after surgery. I know everyone's different, but for me, it hurt more than having my babies. So I wish I would have known that. Number 3 ties into number 2. I wish I would have known to take Tylenol right after waking up. The medicine is ready an hour after your surgery, and it takes an hour to kick in. So I was there for 2 hours just in pain, crying, feeling every incision. And I wish I would have known to take Tylenol right after waking up. That way it would have helped at least a little bit while my medicine kicked in. Number 4 is massages are crucial. I didn't know about massages. Like I said, I didn't really look into BBLs that much. I just liked one and I was like, I'm gonna do this. But massages are crucial. You have to get at least 10 to 24, I believe, the first 3 to 4 weeks. So just be prepared to add another 2 to 3 grand on top of your surgery cost. And number 5, this one was the most surprising to me, but no bed rest. After your surgery, they want you walking every 5 to 10 minutes. Mind you, this is so hard because you could barely move. You're in pain until your painkillers kick in. For me, especially because I stayed at a hotel where the bed was really high, I had to jump on and then get help sliding off every time I had to go walk. So it was very hard.
Okay, so I have finally reached month 5 post-op of my BBL, and I'm going to talk about my experience a little bit, but I'm just going to address that I have taken like a little bit of a sabbatical, and I'm going to tell you why. I really was not happy. I was actually like pretty down bad post-op. I mean, if you saw, but like mentally, I was not happy, and like I still am not. And the reason that I just didn't think that it was healthy for me, and also I don't think it's a good thing just to like come on and like complain and like bitch and moan and stuff like that. So I just like didn't talk about it for a really long time, and I'm going to talk about it now. At this point, I've kind of just came to the conclusion that like, you know, it is what it is. Like ultimately it was my decision to take on the risks and do like a big surgery. So it is what it is. But I'm going to tell you why I'm not happy with my BBL in a second. I'm also going to say, so whenever I was post-op, like down in Colombia, probably influenced by all the medications and stuff like that, I knew that I didn't feel good. So I decided, I'm quitting my job. I'm not going back to that job. I hate my job. Like I don't feel good. So I texted my boss like right then, like I think it was actually like day 3 post-op, texted my boss and I was like, I quit. Girl, baby girl, what? You just spent like over $8,000 on surgery. You just spent money on the flight to get down here. You're going to be spending money on post-op recovery. What do you mean that you don't need this job? What do you mean? It's like, I don't care that I just spent $10,000. I quit. So then after I had gotten back, honestly, like I still didn't feel good. Like I didn't feel good until probably like 6 weeks. Like I started feeling a little bit better. At that point, like money was starting to run out. Okay. Like I was starting to sweat a little bit. I ended up going back to the job that I just quit. I don't need you. I don't need this job. No, baby, I do. I do need this job. Actually, can I come back? How awkward to come in after you do that. I don't know. I did it. So, you know, obviously I was depressed with that a little bit. And then also like I work night shifts. So like that just like messes with my mental health. So all of these things together, I just wasn't feeling the best. And I didn't want to come online and I didn't want to complain about it all day, every day. I didn't think that that would be beneficial for anyone. So I didn't. Like why I'm a little disappointed that I spent that money and got a BBL. I will tell you, my lipo is not even. So my lipo, I don't know. I have like pockets of fat. Basically, I don't have fibrosis. It's just not even. So like my stomach is lumpy now. Like I just have like random like pockets of fat. I don't like that. I do not like that. And also, I hate to say it, I hate to be one of those people, and I don't want to be one of those people, but I was working out, like I was lifting, like I've worked out like a lot of my life. That's why I decided to get a BBL, because I wasn't getting the results that I wanted to get. I thought it was genetics. Anyways, whenever I was lifting like heavily for a year and a half, my glutes were measuring 42 inches. Okay. When I got back from Colombia after getting my surgery, it was measuring 42 inches. It was like 42.5. Okay, now after like 5 months, it's like 42. But I'm like, dude, could I have just like done something different? Could I have just like lifted more? Like, I hate to be like one of those people, but yeah, like it's not, I think I had like, I don't know if it's unrealistic expectations, because I've seen other people after like post-op and they have like results that I want. So I don't think it's unrealistic expectations. But what I had wanted was, I wanted my waist like this big. Okay, I wanted my waist this big, and I wanted my ass this big. Okay, this big, like bigger. I wanted it so big, you know. I wanted to have a dump truck, and I wanted this tiny itty bitty waist. And now it's like not like that. Like, I'm still like wide. Like, whenever I stand to the side, like I'm still wide unless I'm like sucking in. So I don't know. And then like I feel like my glutes aren't as big as what I wanted. I don't know. It just like made me really sad. And like the post-op recovery also was so bad. Like, it was so horrible. I don't know, people say that it's bad, and I just thought like, oh yeah, you know, like people like to hype up things. Like, people are just complainers. Me too. I love complaining. Okay, me too. But people were like hyping it up so bad, and I was like, is it really that bad? Like, come on. And I just thought I would be fine post-op. Like, I've gotten the girls done. I got my nose done. I was fine post-op from that. No, this is like a major surgery. Like, I put my body through a lot, okay? Like, whenever I got my girls done, at like 2 weeks, I felt completely back to normal. Like, I was ready to go. Like, it was actually hard for me to follow the post-op instructions, because I'm like, do I really not, I can't lift heavier than a milk jug for 4 more weeks? Like, I feel fine. Nose, even better. Like, after a week, I was like, dude, I'm fine. Like, I'm fine. BBL, it took me 3 months to be back to where I feel like myself again. Like, it knocked me down so bad. And I don't want to be dramatic and be like, yeah, I almost died, but like, honestly, I think that I almost died. Like, when my friend had met me, like, I felt so bad. I felt horrible, okay? And when my friend met me like a week post-op down in Colombia, she was like, are you okay? Like, you do not look good. And we're both nurses. Like, we're both in the medical field. I was like, I don't feel good at all. Like, I know they've been taking my pressure, like my blood pressure. It's been low this whole time. Like, they're like telling me like 80s over 50s, 90s over 60s. I'm like, I am a normal blood pressure person. Like, I'm normally 120s over 80s. Like, what is going on? I'm laying down too. Like, come on. And every time I would get up, like, I felt like I was going to pass out. I was so pale. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen a heart failure patient, like a patient, someone with heart failure that is like swollen. My legs were so swollen like that, okay? I wish I took pictures, because literally they were massive. My ankles, my feet, and I was like, what am I doing to myself? Like, my body is not happy. Like, I don't feel good right now. Like, I think I'm killing myself, actually killing myself. For what? Because I'm not even happy with my results afterwards, and I spent like $10,000 for this.
If you're getting a BBL, I don't know who needs to hear this, but do not ask for a natural BBL. You don't want to go through all that pain and suffering and make it literally look, as Wendy literally just said, it's like she like read my freaking mind, make it look like you went to the gym for like 3 years. We don't want that. We want Buchona vibes, okay? When I went to get my BBL, I asked for a natural BBL, and I feel like my doctor just low-key understood the assignment. Like, I wish it was a little bit bigger, a little bit more of a tinier waist, but this is what I ended up with, and I'm honestly really content with it at this point. I'm almost like a year post-op, but it's a common mistake I see a lot of people make. Like, I know it's scary and you don't want to look crazy, but nowadays doctors know not to make you look crazy, and especially if you do your research and you're going to a doctor that normally does not make people look crazy, just do not say, I want to look natural, because if you want to look natural, literally just go to the gym for like 3 more months. That's it. Don't go get a surgery, don't get lipo, don't get a BBL, don't get your arms done if you just want to go to the gym or make it look like you go to the gym. Like, this, I wish I would have been like, which one me up, you know, teeny tiny waist, maybe about this small, cheeks a little bit more projected, but it is what it is.
In theory, BBLs sound great. They sound like it's a simple way out, but in reality, it's probably the harder way. Like, it's harder than going to the gym and working out for a couple of years to get that result. And I think most people don't want to do the gym route, because it does take a long time for some people. Some people can grow muscle like that, and others it takes them a little bit longer. You just have to be consistent and keep doing it. But if you go run and get a BBL, you have to understand that a BBL comes with maintenance. You can't just get it done and then you don't do anything about it. When you get lipo, it's going to change how your body distributes fat. So if fat used to come to your stomach, now it may go somewhere so unpredictable, and you can't know these things until you get a BBL. It sounds like a lot of these people who regretted their BBLs really thought it was just like some simple thing that you get it done. Maybe, you know, you go through the pain, but there's so much that can go wrong, in my opinion. And my health is so important to me that I would never opt in to get any kind of cosmetic procedure that I don't need. I just can't fathom going through that pain just to maybe regret my decision or for things to end up going wrong like the first girl. And I've seen so many other girls online whose BBLs just look botched. But I want to know what you think. Would you ever consider getting a BBL? Do you have a BBL? What was your experience like? Let us know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Ami. I will see you in my next video.